Well, here's a quick look at some national headlines. National Investigation Agency and Enforcement Directorate arrest more than 100 leaders of the Popular Front of India over alleged terror links, conducts search operations across multiple states. PFI protests and accuses the union government of using agencies to silence dissenting voices. The Supreme Court reserved its verdict on a batch of petitions against the Karnataka High Court's order on hijab. The High Court had upheld the ban on wearing hijab in educational institutions in the state. RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat visited a mosque in national capital and met Chief Cleric of the All India Imam Organization. The closed-door meeting between Bhagwat and the cleric lasted over an hour. In international news, more than 1,400 people have been arrested all over Russia after protests erupted over President Putin's decision to call up more troops. 3 lakh people out of Russia's vast reserve of 25 million are being called up to fight the war in Ukraine. Addressing the United Nations General Assembly's yearly meeting, Ukrainian President Zelensky said, and I quote, "For us, this is the war for life."
I want to remind you that our country also has various means of destruction. To protect Russia and our people, we will certainly use all the means at our disposal. This is not a bluff.
Mr. Vladimir Zelensky.
For trying to steal our territory.
You cannot seize a nation's territory by force. And the Kremlin is organizing a sham referenda to try to annex parts of Ukraine, an extremely significant violation of the UN Charter. This world should see these outrageous acts for what they are.
We cannot agree to a delayed war because it will be even hotter than the war now. For us, this is a war for life.
The Ukrainians aren't just defending their own country. They're defending our values and the security of the whole world. That's why we must act.
Russia decided to pave the way for other wars of annexation in Europe today and perhaps tomorrow in Asia or in Africa.
Meanwhile, legendary tennis player Roger Federer, who announced his retirement after an illustrious 25-year career, said that he would like to remain associated with the sport after hanging up his racket. Federer's last professional match will be a doubles alongside 22-time major winner Rafael Nadal at London's O2. The duo plays against Francis Tiafoe and Jack Sock of Team World on 23rd of September. CNBC's Tanya Breyer caught up with him to find out why he decided to step away now.
At one point, you have to take a decision in life, and sometimes it's good to have a deadline, you know. And for me, the moment it was taken, it was emotional. But then after that, I was able to feel relieved. And then it got stressful as I was trying to write a letter to the people to let them know that I'm officially retiring, because also I carried the weight with me and my team and my friends and family for probably a good 2.5 months. So it's long. You don't want leaks, of course, to happen, because I want to be the first to tell the fans and the people.
Roger, of course, you played with Rafa, with Novak, with Andy in a golden era of tennis. What do you think you'll miss the most about it? And also, what's been the proudest moment for you personally?
I think a proud moment for me has been my longevity. Having been there for so long, having had the chance to just play on all these different courts many, many times and live through those emotions. Being a Wimbledon champion, obviously, is for me a very proud moment. Being world #1 is maybe the ultimate accomplishment. So I feel like those were big moments. I won the Olympic gold as well, Olympic silver here in London. Won the Davis Cup as well in Lille. Had everything I ever asked for happened. So and had so many tough opponents, you know, and that I was able to somehow evolve throughout. That was a great feeling as well.
And just finally, Roger, what's next for you?
Yes, I have a wonderful foundation that I started almost 20 years ago now. So I have lots of work there. I'm looking forward to seeing what the plans are for the future, as we always plan in the long term there. So that's not going to change for the time being, but let's look ahead. Now we can start to really properly plan and not always having to be flexible. Look, I'd like to stay in tennis in some way or another. I'm an ambassador to a lot of wonderful partners and brands.
Well, a bittersweet moment there for fans as he plays his last match alongside Rafael Nadal. But that's all the time that we have for. It's a wrap on this edition of India Business Hour. Thank you so much for watching. News and updates continue right here on CNBC-TV18.